Hey y'all, how's it going? How's it going? Let me turn off my ringers and things. So, I am here and I am so happy that um, we are starting another book. If you haven't been paying attention, we're starting The World is Waiting for You. This is by Edwina, Findley, Dickerson, and I hope that you will read with us. The world is waiting for you. Embrace your calling and manifest the God dream over your life. Yes, this is, I think, the perfect read as we finish up the last quarter of the year. We're going into the new year, and we have all these distractions around whether we are doing what we're meant to do, whether we're doing what we should be doing, whether we should pursue the thing we were meant to do, the vision for our life in times like these. And so it depends on your situation. But I think this is kind of the foundation to my brand and what I talk about. And I always talk about tapping into your purpose and then, of course, manifesting more. And so the subtitle just brings it in. And of course, the world is waiting for you. You know, this reading community is really about growth, healing, transformation. And I think the books that we choose are meant to do that. And the only way they can do that is if you read with us. And even if you don't read with us, if you discuss with us. So this is your open invitation for you not to be caught up in the length of the book, but you get caught up in the title and the work and the inspiration and the encouragement that will come from the book and from those of us who are reading in community with you. You know, this book club was established for us to read as a social action, read in community, and turn that knowledge into action. And um, this is your invitation. And so, if you are not reading with us, if you are haven't decided if you're going to read with us, you can still join the conversations. You can still come in here on Monday nights and join me for the conversations. Get in the chat and engage with us. Say hello to me. First of all, if you are joining me live, say hello to me in the chat. I love for you to say hello to me so that I know that you're here and I know that you're present, and to get more people in here because maybe if they see you interacting with me, they will as well. You will see the recording. So thank you for those of you who are joining on the replay. I hope that you will make plans to join me live, even if it's to pop in and join. So let's talk about what this looks like for the next 6 weeks. We are reading this book from today. This is November 10th, all the way through December around the 15th. We'll probably finish up a little before that, but as far as our discussions will go till probably the 19th or 20th for this book. We will do our roundtable discussions, our ciphers, where we will go on Zoom at the end. What I've decided to do is to pop in here. So whether there's just me or there's 100 of us, that I will come on and at least say hello, pose some questions, maybe bring out some highlights and share with you. And maybe you'll just feel sorry for me being here alone and you'll start coming in here joining me. Because I know there's several of you that typically pick up the books. You're reading with us because you are telling me in other places that you are reading with us. But I'm hoping we'll get on a schedule where not only are we reading together, we're discussing together. I think the power comes from when we're actually having a conversation and we're sharing our perspectives about the book. Eventually, it would be nice to get videos from you all on something that you found profound and something you found that really resonated with you. And so until we get there, if you would just plan on Monday nights popping in here and joining me for at least until December 1st. We will be in here at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will move that to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is probably our sweet spot when people are kind of winding down. They've had dinner, and right before you decide you're going to roll into bed and really start maybe reading some more and winding down. And so we will move the time. If this time is not as comfortable, December 8th. And so December 8th, December 15th, we will be at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And so for now, we'll do 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So you can pop in here. So it is my goal and my ask is that you will at least come into the group and engage on Mondays, if not throughout the week. Of course, I'd like for you to come several times and engage with each other and not just me. I will be posting questions leading up to discussion. So this coming week, I will be putting discussion questions in the reading community for the prologue, chapter 1, and chapter 2. That way next week we can go into, I guess, chapter 3 and chapter 3, from prologue to chapter 3. And that way we can discuss anything from there. So whether you read one page or a whole chapter or the 4 chapters, I want you to join us. So just know that this invitation and this group is not about reading it to cover. This group is about using literature, using books to inform our action, to encourage and inspire us into action. And so whether you get that from one page or one quote someone shares, I invite you to come sit with us and let's eat, metaphorically speaking. Um, so let me just go through and talk about some of the chapter titles in this particular book. So that way, if you don't have the book, you can kind of get a little bit, and I'll read a little bit of the front and back matter today, and that way we can talk about it. Because I want next week for those who show up in the group that we can talk about it. So this book will serve as a brilliant beacon for all those seeking to carve out their own dream. Y'all, I am in the middle of one and starting another and another and another. And so I think that the dream for my life is always evolving. And I don't know where you are on your journey until we engage with each other. But I would suspect the same is true for you, that you may be doing what supports your family, but you do have other dreams, or you have dreams for what's next. And so this group is to help you prepare for it. And so that was a quote by Aduba, who Uzo, oh, Uzo. I posted a video about her and her gap recently, and her story about that and how it paralleled with my history. But she did that quote. This next quote is from um, Giancarlo. Edwina provides the key to unlocking the God connection within you. And one thing that I particularly like in this book is her talking about the God dream. So I can't wait for us to talk about it. I can't wait for us to dive into it. But she talks about discover your God dream and manifest your abundant life. I am moving into a phase of my life where I am definitely wanting to tap into my God dream and manifest an abundant life, because I think that I deserve everything that is meant for me and that's coming for me, and I want to be ready and I want to welcome it. Some of the chapter titles are, so the prologue is Manifest Your God Dream. So we dive right into it. So I can't wait for us to discuss next week. So make sure you come in here or throughout the week when I post the questions. From Harlem to Hollywood. You are a star. Chapter 3, Unleash Your Vision. Chapter 4, who do you think you are? Hmm. Oh man, I have a TikTok that talks about who are you. And so if you haven't seen that video, I may even posted it in the group, but um yeah, we'll talk about it. Chapter 5, the secret power of hearing God's voice. Chapter 6, the waiting season. Chapter 7, unlock your calling. Chapter 8, what's holding you back? Oh, so I know we're going to get in talking about some limiting beliefs. Y'all know that is one of the things I like talking about is limiting beliefs and ways to reframe those limiting beliefs and the power of affirmations and positive thinking. So, ooh, can't wait. Chapter 9, there's 11 chapters, but chapter 9 is plan like a rock star. Strategy, y'all know that's my thing. So, strategy. Chapter 10, this time next year. This time next year. And then chapter 11, of course, make bold faith moves. And so let's talk about it. And so I'm really excited um, to talk about this book, and I hoping that we can talk about it together. But she even starts out the first line of the book. I always like first liners. So this is the foreword, and this foreword is written by Viola Davis. So I'm going to read the first line of the foreword, and then I'll read the first line of the book because I think the foreword. So this is by Viola Davis. The foreword. There's a Stevie Wonder song, "Do Like You," that captures our soul's desire to learn from those who inspire us. Ooh, even the forward. And of course that's not on our reading list, but I always read the front matter and the back matter. But the prologue starts, which is what we'll be talking about, which we'll start our discussion here next week, November the 17th, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Manifest your dream. Here's the first paragraph. I just can't read one line because it has questions. And so I'm just gonna read this part and leave those questions with you. And I'll also be posting those this week along with some others. Is it possible that everyone on earth was born with a special superpower, talent, or gift to change the world? Catalyst for change. Is there a divine calling and an awe inspiring God dream over our lives that's higher than our wildest imaginations? If so, what's the secret to discovering this grand vision and supernaturally manifesting it here on earth? Is it possible that everyone on earth was born with a special superpower, talent, or gift to change the world? Well, y'all probably know my answer to that because if you follow me and you're part of this community, you know that's one of the things that I say all the time. And so, and the reason I've created this space and the spaces that I create. So, I can't wait for us to dive in. I can't wait for us to read The World is Waiting for You. Embrace your calling and manifest the God dream over your life. Yeah, nothing, nothing left to say. Nothing left to say. The forwards by Viola Davis. Definitely encourage you to read it, but we will start with the prologue. We'll go as far as we want. We'll pull out quotes. We'll just talk. We'll just have a conversation. And so I'd love for you to come in and spend time with me in the chat. I will be posting the event, the weekly event in there. And I'm calling it Purpose and Pages Power Hour because it's going to be short. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be up to an hour, but it's going to be whoever shows up, and whatever we have to discuss, we'll discuss. We'll go out. I know many of us are probably entering a long week on a Monday, but Mondays tend to be safe for me as far as planning now that we have different things going on in the evening later in the week. So the beginning of the week works best. And so I plan to utilize Mondays. So I hope you'll come and join me. And if you have any questions, so join us for Purpose and Pages Power Hour, where we talk about our purpose using the pages of the books and the text that we'll be reading to grow, encourage, and transform. Y'all take care, and I hope to see you here discussing with me in the chat. In the chat. So you can join from whatever device that you have. I'm going to possibly show you that in real time. See? Oh, let's see. Let's see. But you can see how I just opened up the app and there I am. And so I really like for you to join me. It's actually pretty decent quality. And so, yeah, I love for you to chat away with me. Come join me. See you soon. I think this is so cool, y'all. By the way, I think this is so cool. That you could just join right there. So we'll be utilizing this quite a bit in this community. So if you're in other spaces in the community, make sure you join our community huddles. I'll start putting those on the schedule and putting those back on the schedule now that things are kind of I'm finding my rhythm in this semester. This semester took a while to get it together because I had so many classes I was teaching, but now let's chat. And I have a special treat that I want to talk to you about too, um, that I want us to read and possibly tap into for January when we come back after the break, after this book. But come join me. I'll talk to you all soon. Y'all take care. Bye for now.